Hi there. I'm Debbie of DebbieBookbinder.com, author and coach, and I'm absolutely delighted and so excited that you're here today with me. I'm wondering if you have an issue with food and overeating and just trying to figure it out and not understanding why you just keep doing it. I know that I have been dealing with this issue for it seems like all my life, and it's so very frustrating. I know what to eat that makes me feel good. I know what to eat to lose weight, and I can go along doing just fine, and then all of a sudden, bam, it seems like out of the blue, I just start eating things that aren't going to make me feel good. When I was younger and all through my years, I went to a lot of therapists. I tried to figure it out. I dealt with my parents. I dealt with my brothers. I dealt with all these things that I thought were causing me issues. And it may have helped a little bit, but I still wasn't able to eat in a healthy manner for most of the time. And all I would think about day in and day out is food. And it just took up way too much of my life. I finally came across something called the 3 principles. And in part of the 3 principles, it talks about our thoughts. We have thoughts all day long. And we assume because they come into our being that they are ours, that we came up with them. But have you ever really looked at that? I just never really thought about it, but we don't really come up with them ourselves. They randomly come to us, and then we believe them. And the judgmental ones we take a hold of and decide that they actually belong to us. So when we think that we're, stupid or unworthy, or we have shameful thoughts, we assume we need to take those on. They cause very uncomfortable feelings in our bodies. Sometimes it's somewhat uncomfortable, and sometimes we just want to go into bed and put the covers over our heads. We feel such shame and misery. That certainly was my life. And now I do that much, much less. When I have thoughts that tell me I am stupid or something I feel like I should be ashamed of, even when it happened 50 years ago, I take that on and just feel this horrible chemical reaction in my body. Well, you know what? I just don't have to believe those thoughts anymore. I really don't. Sure, that doesn't mean I haven't done things that are stupid or things I might be ashamed of. But that doesn't make me stupid or unworthy. It just doesn't. It's just we're all part of the human race. We all do it. Nobody is perfect. So when I notice that I'm having uncomfortable feelings in my body, I look to see if I can notice a thought that might be causing it. And if there's that thought, I just go, you know what? I don't have to believe that thought. Now, it doesn't just immediately go away, but I just go on with my life and not care about that thought. The feeling still remains and can remain for a while, but it does eventually go away. It just does. Thoughts come and go, and the next thought comes, and maybe we're exhilarated about something we're excited about. Now we may come back to that other thought that told us we were unworthy, but we don't have to believe those unworthy thoughts. We just don't. We are not unworthy human beings. We're just not. No one is. We all are worthy, and we make mistakes. That's just the way how life works. So when we have these uncomfortable thoughts, they often want us to eat something to make them go away. And sometimes they're just too hard to ignore, and we just eat. And it's usually something that is not on our plan. And it may be something that makes us even feel lousy. I couldn't believe I would eat things knowing that I would feel, really crappy afterwards. But I would do it because it was just the stress inside my body was so overwhelming. And food would calm it a bit. It certainly doesn't work in the long run, but it would give me some sort of hit that made me feel good, made me feel a little bit better. But it would still be there afterwards. And then not only did I have that one shameful thought, but then I would feel shame that I couldn't have enough willpower to stop. Well, willpower is just not something that really works in the long run. Sure, sometimes we can force ourselves to do something, but it isn't a long-term strategy. So when I notice I have uncomfortable feelings, I check for thoughts telling me what it is. And then I just go, I'm just going to ignore you. I don't try to change it. I don't try to do positive affirmation. I do nothing. I just go, there's a thought that came to me telling me something that's not true. And then I go on with my life. Go to work. I'll wash the dishes, wash the clothes, do my errands, whatever it is. Go see my friends, have a good time, have a good day. And I just ignore the thoughts. And then eventually that feeling goes away. Now, sometimes those feelings can last a lot longer than I'm trying to say that they will. Or they go and they come and they come and they go. But eventually, the more we ignore our thoughts, the less that comes. And the less intense it gets. You can't stop the thoughts, and you can't stop the feelings that come with them. So the only thing you can do is just ignore them and go on. A lot of times I'll feel fearful about something. Then I'm able, for the most part, just to set that aside, let it be there. I'm able to just go on and do what it is that kind of scares me a little bit. So with this way of looking at our thinking, I'm now much less stressed. And when I'm much less stressed, I don't overeat so much, and I don't eat things that are going to make me feel crappy. It's absolutely amazing. It has changed everything for me. And I want to help you see this too. I know this is kind of probably a new way of looking at things, so it may take a little time to get this, but don't give up on this. Be very determined. You just experiment with it. Be curious. It really, really is the way to live our life. And I really hope that you are excited about this as I am. There's a lot of information out there about the 3 principles. So if you're interested, I certainly have a lot of information to help you to dig deeper into this. So let me know your thoughts. Please contact me at debbiebookbinder.com. I would just love to have a conversation about this. It is truly a miraculous way to live. Thanks so much for being here with me today. So until next time, have a delightful day. Bye-bye.